can't get it going tonight or they'll start losing patience with him.
So the New York starting five, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors, backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Horford is out there with Green, and it's Moody in at the small forward position. Now, Greg, this is an exciting part of the season, isn't it? The trade deadline is behind us, and we're going to start seeing guys around the league in new uniforms. The stage is set for us.
Yeah, and we saw some teams make some moves to get better as we come up on the All-Star break. It'll be interesting to see how those new additions mesh.
Now here's Towns. And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That is his first foul of the game.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Bridges outside. Anunoby outside. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Misses the 3. And it's the Warriors' ball. Outside Curry. Podziemski on the wing. No good on the triple. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Well, right away, Coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like Coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Back to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Horford.
Well, one thing you must appreciate about Al Horford is the way he positions himself. When shots go up, this guy is so opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Hart. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. A nice shot by Moody.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And so it's New York with it. The Warriors making the shot. He gets it in there.
Boy, has Jalen Brunson come into his own as a scorer. Shots just come from anywhere.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Curry. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
I'll tell you, it is a thing of beauty watching Steph Curry shoot jumpers. An unbelievable feel and touch.
Now here's Towns. 11-point game his last outing. Pass to Bridges. Now Brunson fires the 3. And Horford pulls it down. Outside Curry. Now Green inside, stolen by Brunson. To the middle, and the dunk by Towns.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hits it from 3-point range. Curry's got 5. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Brunson finds Hart. Left side, Towns. Back to Hart. Bridges outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. To the paint. And Green slams it in.
Boy, you love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
Towns looking around. No good from outside. Warriors leading by 4. Pass to Moody. Here's Green. Brunson covering. Here's the screen. Here's Curry. Shoots the three. And the Warriors, another three.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brunson the pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Towns a screen on Curry. Shot to stop the run, and the dunk by Towns.
Boy, the vision of Jalen Brunson is something to behold. This guy, an elite passer.
Outside Curry for the three. It's rebounded by New York. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
You wonder if they're looking to take control of this one early. And when you have more talent, you want to keep the other guys from gaining any confidence.
Here's Horford. The Knicks making the shot. Back to Pajemski. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. It's a three-point game. Here's Brunson. Shoots over Curry. And Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got 7 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, here's Moody. He's guarded by Anunoby. The shot by Curry, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Towns finds Bridges. Back to Towns. Here's the three. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his fourth rebound in this one. And it's Pajemski in the corner. Pass to Curry. Horford sets a screen for Curry. Horford up top. Back to Curry. Takes a three. That's in, and that's his fourth basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Now, here's Hart. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. Back to Brunson. Bridges outside. There's the three. Warriors with the rebound. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Curry. Puts up a three. And the Warriors, another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Brunson goes in. Towns wide open. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
And here's Brunson after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Back to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Well, this is what makes Towns so dangerous. Pick and roll, pick and pop. He can take you either way off that screen.
Outside Curry. Horford against Towns. Outside Green. A three-pointer off the mark.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Curry. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Curry's got 19 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So New York ends up going with the new group. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. In third, the Knicks.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
On defense, the Warriors. They lead by 7. Yabusele finds Shamet. From downtown, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot 3. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
And that one misses. In a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, GA, there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their 2 best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
And the Knicks making a change here. Diawara's checked in. And the second free throw, good. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. GA, why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
And he nails the third. And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years, loading up for a title run, and they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and of course you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit, will they? Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Clarkson taking his time here. It's stolen. And it's the Warriors on the break. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laforce.
Thanks, guys. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
Here's Santos. And a miss there on the triple. Knicks trail by 5. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. In the corner, Shamet with it. Nailed from three-point land. Shamet's got 5.
Jordan Clarkson has better passing skills than people think. That is on time and on target.
Curry passes to Horford. Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Santos. Here's Podziemski. Nothing on the board. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. So for New York, their last game, a win against Los Angeles. McBride passes to Clarkson. Robinson down low. Here's Santos. Here's Richard. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. And the Warriors lead by 4. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense. Another reason why they're up, just taking what the defense giving him here.
Now Clarkson. Pass to Diawara. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Warriors on top, leading by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Clarkson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's McBride in at the point. Robinson, great positioning on the putback.
Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
Pass to post. Now here's Melton. On the wing, Hield. 5 to shoot. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Knicks trail by 7. In the corner, Shamet with it. Back to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Melton. No scoring in this one. Pass to post. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%. One shot.
You know, Doris, it's an ongoing debate, but some believe that the game is better today than ever before. I think it is. What about you?
Well, Kevin, despite what you might hear from players from prior generations, I 100% agree with you. Each and every year, we seem to be setting a record for the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. The players have never been more skilled. We lean heavily into analytics. It's in a perfect place.
Back to Melton. Uncovered. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Clarkson against Hield. In the corner, it's Robinson. Here's Shamet. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Hield outside. On the wing, Melton. Defended by McBride. Hield outside. Fires top of the key. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Towns is doubled. Jacks up a 3. Back to McBride. Good on the three-point shot. McBride's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Here's Curry, 23 points his last outing. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
That free throw missing.
Boy, Mitchell Robinson, to me, a big that any team could make excellent use of because his combination of length, his impressive motor, the hustle he shows. To me, this guy just needs to stay healthy, and he can be a force.
Catching up on the changes for New York. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson, and it's Bridges in for Miles McBride. So we can't get either to fall. Warriors leading by 7. It's to Curry. Now Moody. Right side Curry. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Moody. It's rebounded by Brunson. Nice game for the Warriors. It was a loss to the Pistons. Anunoby outside. Bridges, no one around him. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Healed outside. Pass to Santos. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry with a wide open look. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first quarter, looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
And Brunson gets it to go.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
And here is Moody. Back to Curry. From deep. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And here is Robinson. Bridges a screen on Curry. Brunson surveying the D. And again, it's New York.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Now here's Heald. Hasn't made one yet. And it's Green. Missing. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Now here's Brunson. They trail by 3. Pass to Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, this guy has been on a mission. Karl Anthony Towns will not be denied on the offensive end of the floor.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Horford's checked in, and a switcher also for New York. Hart's checked in. Pass to Moody. Curry on the wing. Outside, Green. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Clock at 6. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Golden State's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. They kick it out to Green. Here's Curry with the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Now here's Brunson. 11 points in the game. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. The kick out to Anunoby. Hart with a screen on Curry. For 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, Josh Hart just making a really quick decision on the catch. It touches his hands and he lets it fly.
Moody with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. And it's off from 3-point range. And Brunson has it in the corner. And it's sent back by Horford.
Al Horford's defensive abilities, that rim protection is exactly what you get nightly.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Now here's Curry. He's got 32. Really left alone that time. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
And the dunk by Towns.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. On the wing, Green. Pass to Podziemski. Three-pointer, and Green gets it to go. Green's got 5 points so far.
Well, you can see the hard work that Draymond Green has put in to make himself a more consistent shooter.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Hart outside. Brunson right side. 5 on the clock. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Curry against Brunson. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Pass to Horford. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Curry with the 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Knicks trailing. Hart with a screen on Curry. Brunson kicks to Hart. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Green, the screen. Here's Podziemski. Outside, Green. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And when you watch OG Anunoby, what stands out most to you, Doris?
Oh, Kevin, you can't make me pick just one. I mean, this guy is elite on the defensive end of the floor. He's always going to give you great effort. And you better look out on the offensive end. OG Anunoby is starting to become a problem.
A nice shot by Moody.
And they've repeatedly froze inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
With a screen on Curry. On deep, Brunson trains the three-pointer. Brunson's got 18 points in the game.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Here's Curry, and the Warriors tack on two more.
You see the fear that Curry and his ability to shoot with range. It opens up other aspects, whether the drive or, in that instance, the midi.
Now here's Brunson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. They kick it out to Green. Outside Curry. From 13. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Curry's got 44.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. An aerial three-point display, drilling 4 long balls in just the one quarter alone. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Thank you. Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game off?
Well, I like the way we defended without fouling so we could get our flow. And guys just came in and made some big ones, and our offense got going.
The defense was disciplined. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
They're playing with the team-first attitude, making that extra pass. Shaq, that could have been you.
You need to check your receipts, sir. Over 3,000 career assists. Apology accepted.
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. Here's an interesting one from No Foolin' Julian. What's another sport you think you could have gone pro in?
Football, I would have been a tight end. Maybe block some field goals. Do whatever it takes.
I think I could have did soccer. Dribbling's dribbling, right?
I guess some people might say that yet, but either way, I'd pay good money to see both of you in those endeavors. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Curry has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Moses Moody is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Horford in at center. That's the Warriors' foul. Curry, good.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight. Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
Pass to Moody. Back to Curry, Latre, and another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Wasted no time on that one. Brunson's got 23.
Though there's a calmness to Jalen Brunson, there's also a competitive fire. And boy, from range, look out.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline. And again for three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And he's tied Curry's mark from 2016, which was the top spot for threes in a game for a short while. It's been that kind of takeover display that we've seen here tonight.
Outside Green. Outside Curry. A three. Good. Another from three.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history book.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
He passed Curry's high a little earlier, and now he's matched Clay's mark. Didn't think we'd see a show like this coming into tonight, but here we are.
Just three to shoot. There it is. Brunson with the deep shot.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
Pass to Podziemski. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those crap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Curry, that's good.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Oh, Brunson got hit and still made it go.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
There's a good screen. Here's Curry. And again for three.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And Klay Thompson viewed as one of the best shooters ever to play this game. Hard to believe that the mark of 14 made threes has been passed here this evening.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. Stephen Curry fourth.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
And so here is New York. They trail by 7. Hart with a screen on Curry. On deep, Brunson. Warriors with the rebound. Podziemski on the wing. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Podziemski's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors. Outside, Towns. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Towns has got 24.
Now, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
Brunson against Curry. Green left side. Shot clock at 6. And another three for Golden State.
There is something special about the competitive spirit of Draymond Green. You make a three, I'm coming right back with one of my own.
Hart outside. Pass to Towns. New York moving it around. Ring shot on the way. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Horford's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside Curry. Curry crashes inside.
Well, don't underestimate Curry because of his size. This guy does a great job absorbing contact and still finishing.
Inside. Out to Bridges. Anunoby passes to Towns. Brunson outside. And the three off target.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Here's Podziemski. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Knicks trail by 14. Brunson the bounce pass. Hart kicks to Anunoby. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Anunoby's got himself on the board with 3 there. DB, it's hard to believe, but OG Anunoby is still in his 20s. He clearly has room to grow.
The league better look out because OG Anunoby is starting to understand he can be a force on the offensive end. We already know he's a menace defensively.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Brunson against Green, and it's Brunson missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Picked by Horford. And here's Green outside. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Brunson. Back to Towns. Launches a three. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Outside Green. Now Moody. Outside Green. That's to Curry. Fires the three. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Bridges outside. Anunoby finds Hart. Now Brunson. And again, New York with the triple.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
Warriors leading by 8. Pass to Moody. Now Green. Curry on the wing. Brunson covering. Brunson against Curry. And good! There's another. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Hart outside. Towns down low, working on Horford. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Horford. Sador's with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight line driver. Good luck checking him.
The free throw drops for Towns. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
And Towns drops them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Green with a screen on Bridges. Majemski on the wing. Defended by and another one.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Majemski on the wing. Front past the arc. Good, he hits again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. And it's good for 2. 33 points here for Jalen Brunson.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
Pass to Majemski. Golden State moving it around. Moody's shot is off. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. A 12-point game. Anunoby outside. Brunson the pass to Robinson. Anunoby outside. Off target from outside. Warriors leading by 12. Moody with it. Now guarded by Towns. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
For the Knicks, Jordan Clarkson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Miles McBride subbed in for Bridges. Healed outside. Lets the three fly. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Knicks trail by 12. Towns high post. And the dunk by Towns.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. And for the Warriors, they're shooting impressively throughout at 62%.
Boy, Hield usually does his work on the perimeter. How about that finish inside?
Brunson against Curry. Pass to Towns. 58 seconds left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McBride. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Curry looking it over. With some arc. And got it! Another basket.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Now Curry. Non-stop scoring machine here. Again, what an avalanche!
The good times keep rolling. Now tied for second all-time in scoring for a game.
Well, you know, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game, GA, the defense throws everything at him, but he still is scoring.
And to think when the night started that we'd see someone match Kobe's 81, his performance has been nothing short of magnificent.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors lead by 13. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Welcome back, everyone, as we continue on a record-setting night.
And a three-point barrage, the likes of which we've never seen. This man is etching his name in the history book.
Knicks trail by 13. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Landry Shamet is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Robinson in at the center, locking down the middle.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Curry outside. And it's Shamet with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Post with it. Outside Curry. And again.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record book.
That score moving him clearly into second place for most points in a game.
And with 81 in the rearview mirror, he only has the great Wilt Chamberlain and his 100 mark left, a record nobody thought would be touched. But this is the closest anybody has ever come.
Warriors leading by 11. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
That's a two from Towns. And it's Curry with the rebound.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Pass to post. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got his fifth rebound in this one. Clarkson outside. Back to Robinson. Clarkson against Teal. Shot clock at 6. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Clarkson.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
Pass to post. Now here's Curry, defended by McBride. Curry passes to Santos. Some nice passing by Golden State. Three-pointer heel. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
Here's Shamet. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Outside Curry. Over to the wing. Here's post. Pass to Curry. Richard, he's covered by Shamet. Good on the triple. And the Warriors lead by 12.
Well, this is what makes Steph Curry so difficult to defend, right? A sharp passer on top of everything else he brings in terms of his scoring ability.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. In for Quentin Post. Then for the Knicks, OG Anunoby's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
All right, Allie, thank you. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. The wing jumper off target. Warriors leading by 12. Santos, the pass to Curry. Curry taking it strong inside.
Sometimes it simply doesn't matter how good your defense is against Steph Curry. This guy is determined to finish.
Pass to Bridges. Brunson outside. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. New York missing again. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Brunson against Curry. Pulls up, high post. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Chalk up 2 there.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Curry against Brunson. Steps back and fires. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Here's Anunoby, and Anunoby slams it in.
Let's remember, this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Curry passes to Hield, launches it. Knicks with the rebound.
Boy, his teammates have really picked him up. But I'm sure, boy, they'd love something down the stretch out of this guy.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
One of Jalen Brunson's specialties, the and one, just being aggressive.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
If we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris, it started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
Here's Curry. Towns with the steal. And here's Brunson. Bridges outside. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Podziemski finds Curry. Horford with the screen on Brunson. Here's Curry. Outside, Horford. And again, no good by Golden State.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
Brunson up top, guarded by Curry. That's a 2 from Towns. It's rebounded by Golden State. Horford's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Outside Curry. Another bucket.
He's just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. G.A., I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. Here's Brunson. Makes it off the glass. Brunson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
Pass to Moody. Back to Green. Golden State moving it around. Curry passes to Moody. A three-pointer, no good. New York with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Now here's Towns. Now Hart, guarded by Green. Towns sets the pick for Hart. His three-pointers off the mark. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Moody. Takes it inside. And the slam by Moody.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Towns a screen on Curry. Bridges outside. Towns the screen. Bridges dishes to Towns. And that one is good.
Anthony Towns.
Towns has got 37.
That's the confidence of Towns. This guy, regardless of situation, believes that shot is going in.
Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Puts up a deep three. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Hart the pass to Anunoby. Now Brunson. Trained from outside.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Top Moody. He's guarded by Anunoby. Basket is good.
And now they're starting to pound the basketball inside.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one, Moses Moody.
On the free throw, no good. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. They trail by 7. Brunson.
Well, one of the last guys you want to send to the free throw line, Jalen Brunson has proven he can knock these in.
Shooting for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
So he gets them both.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Now Podziemski. Here's Curry. Clock at 6. Here's Podziemski. Defended by Bridges. Cleared away by Hart. Knicks trail by 5. Anunoby. And he makes that one count.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
Now Horford. Curry. And another one falls.
and he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. Brunson goes in, drives in. Brunson takes the hit.
One of the best clutch players in the entire league. Step up, Mr. Jalen Brunson.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
The Warriors leading. Outside Curry. Horford sets a screen for Curry. Cleared away by Hart. New York's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Another one goes. Incredible. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Here's Green. Horford with the screen on Hart. Green. The 3 is off.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Curry against Brunson. Brunson barreling into the rim.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Stephen Curry, and again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Here's Anunoby. Towns outside Anunoby. Anunoby picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. He'll give it up.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment in this game. You have to be on the same page.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Curry. Let's lose a 3. 3. Good.
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or score quickly and take the foul.
Brunson against Curry. The shot is off. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Jalen Brunson. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for two.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. Here's Hunt. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Draymond, you were stacking the assists. How much do you take it on yourself to be a playmaker for this team?
I play with a lot of great players. I just try to find them in the spots that they like the ball. Guys really shoot the ball well. I've been a playmaker on this team for some years now. That's my job, so try to get them the ball in spots on the floor that they like.
You always bring it on both ends. Thanks, Draymond.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now, our player of the game, Stephen Curry.